Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Book Me Up. My name is Chrissy. So first things first, I'm sure you guys can tell that I have a different background today. I do. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it this way or if I'm going to keep it the other way that I usually have it. I haven't officially decided yet. My shelf is slightly unorganized over here, and there's just other things I want to get more organized. That I haven't done yet, so we'll see what I end up doing, since like I said I haven't decided exactly what I want to do yet. I haven't gotten a camera, and I haven't gotten like a tripod or anything, so it's like I don't have one yet to exactly hold it for my background to be the way I want it to be yet. Soon, I hope I get one, but anyways, so I'm really excited for this video today because I am going to be doing my January, I guess I'm still back up in December, I do not know why, my January TBR and my New Year's resolution book tag. So I'm pretty excited for the video. Before we get into the video though, I have some exciting things I wanted to talk about. The first thing is that I finally finished the Lena Chronicles, which, I don't know if I've mentioned this in my other videos. I know I've talked about it, at least to my friends and family, that I've been reading that series since, the middle of the year last year, and it's just taken me so long to finish the series, so I was really thrilled that I did. So there's that. So I'm going to have my first review posted next week. I don't know when, because I'm really eager to do it. So I really would like to just kind of do it and post it and then see where it goes from there. Because then I might end up just posting another one, but it depends on how long it takes for me to record the first review video, so we'll see how that goes. The other thing is that I did my Christmas book haul, but one of my books came in late. It's the Complete Alice book, which I have been really excited for, because I love Disney and I like Alice in Wonderland and stuff like that. So I just totally loved it. It's beautiful. I love this and I like this. My favorite thing is that you open it and I'm totally in love with it. It's awesome. And the books inside, even with the images and stuff, it's just beautiful. I love it. It has the original art and it's just totally cool. I just love it. So there's that, and I also actually just bought a couple of other books from Target. So the first one is Me Before You by Jojo Moyes, if that's the correct way to pronounce it. I've heard that it's a good book. I think it's a movie, right? Yeah, I haven't seen the movie, so I'm not sure, but I heard it's good, and so I'm kind of excited to read it. I actually haven't even read the synopsis, so I don't know exactly what it's about. I know it's a love story, but other than that, I have no idea. The other one is The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware, and I think this is kind of like a thriller type book. Yeah, it's a thriller, and I'm not sure exactly what this one's about either. I know that it's a good book. I've heard about it by several different people. I know that it's about this girl, at least from what I've understood about it, is that it's about this girl who, not girl, but woman who goes on a vacation or something like that. And don't quote me on this or anything, because I'm not exactly sure. This one is the other one I have not read the synopsis for. And she is on vacation or something. She's on a boat and she thinks that she hears another woman being thrown out into the water and stuff or something like that. So like I said, I'm not exactly sure, but I heard it's a good book, so I've been kind of eager to read this one. So yeah, that's it, I think, so far. So I think that we're just going to get into the video. Okay, so I know that I mentioned I'm doing my January TBR and New Year's resolutions book tag. So the first part of the video is going to be my New Year's resolution book tag. So the first question, I'm reading it off of my iPad mini. The first question is an author you'd like to read that you've never read before. Honestly, that one I don't know how to answer because other than the authors that I've already read, I don't know of other authors. I think it would just be more books that I know. I could tell you like books of like the names of books that I want to read, but not who it's by, if that makes sense. So I'm not sure about that one. The second question is a book you'd like to read. I know that there's one that I've been wanting to read. I can't think of the name of it. I know I have it written down because I have a list of books that I want. There we go. Something just flew. I have no idea what it was, but we'll figure it out in a second. Man, there's one I've really been wanting. Oh, The Ember of the Ashes by Sabatier. So I've been wanting to read that because I know that there's a lot of people who have read it already and say that it's really good, and so I'm just really wanting to read that one. So I guess that I could say that she's an author I want to read because I have not yet read her books. The next question is a classic you'd like to read. Does A Book Thief count as a classic? Because that's one I've been wanting to read, and as far as I remember, that one's been out since I was in like elementary school, so I don't know if that one will count. The next question is a book you'd like to reread. That is definitely I would say the Hunger Games series. I'm absolutely in love with that series. I know it's a book, but I will read all three of those books again, for sure. The next question is a book you've had for ages and want to read. Man, I really should have read these books because I've not really thought about these. I guess a book you've had for ages. I think that I would say that is called Trash by Annie Mulligan, because I've had it since like the beginning of high school or junior high or something, and I've not even read it. This is what it looks like. It was when Borders was going out of business and they were having all kinds of discounts for their books, and I tried to take advantage because I was like, ooh, like I want to get as many books as I could. And so I found this one and I read the synopsis and I was like, wow, it sounds like really good book. So I got it, and maybe like one day I'll read it. We'll see how that goes, because yeah. So the next question is a big book you'd like to read. I don't know about that one either. I really do feel like I should have read it. I guess it would be the complete Alice that I've gotten for Christmas. Because it is a big book, but it's also one that I've been wanting to read since I heard about it. So yeah, I'm really excited for that one. The next question is an author you've previously read and want to read more of. I would say that Veronica Roth is one of those. Probably a couple of the books that Nicholas Sparks has written. There's a couple that I do want to read from his books. So those two. The next question is a book you got for Christmas and would like to read. The Complete Alice book is a book that I got. Technically, it was a Christmas gift and it came in late. But so that one, I have Fangirl here and Heartless over here, which I got. Those are two that I got for Christmas that I would like to read. A series you want to read start to finish. I really have been wanting to read the I can't think of the series. I can't think right now. It's the City of Bones series, Immortal Instruments. There we go. Bam. Okay, so it's the Immortal Instruments. I've really been wanting to read, like, that whole series. I know it came out, like, such a long time ago, but I might have mentioned before in my previous videos, like, I've heard of those books, but, like, when I was younger, I didn't really like to read that much, so there's books that are older that, I didn't really care to read then that I really would like to read now. So that's definitely that series start to finish. Every series that comes after that that's connected to it I want to read. Yeah, I really have been looking forward to being able to read that. I have the first 3 books, but I still need to get the rest, which there's obviously a lot to come. The next question is a series you want to finish that you've already started. I started reading, where is it? Okay, so what seemed like forever trying to find the book and then get it, it's Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I started to read the book. I was trying to read 2 books at a time. And it was when I was going to school, so of course I failed to do so because I didn't even finish what I was reading to begin with. So it's this book. I started it and I really enjoyed the first half of the book. So I really want to finish the second half of the book and also finish the series. I'm going to start it probably from the beginning of the book and then finish it off with the rest of the series. So the next question is, did you set reading goals? If so, how many do you want to read? This one says in 2014, but I guess in 2017. I did not. Oh, I did set a reading goal. It's 50. I did set that goal. It's the first goal I've ever set for reading books in a year. So we'll see how that goes. I'll explain more about that anyways when I do my January TBR. So the next question is any other reading goals? I guess that my other reading goals would just be that I really want to read more like diverse books. I want to read a lot of different kinds of books. I want to get into like historical fiction and stuff like that, and more, I guess, like a little bit more into love stories I would like to get into. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I also forgot to mention in the beginning when I first started the BookTag that it's by Mandarles. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, that's who created this, I think. It doesn't really say that much, but it's on her profile thing, so I'm assuming it's by her. So now we're going to get into my January TBR. Okay, so now let's get into my January TBR. So I know last month I set my TBRs to be 4 books, and I only ended up reading 1 and barely finished it into the beginning of January, which is still the beginning of January, but I think I finished it like 2 days after January started. Now that the holidays are over and everyone's getting back into their normal routine, I think it's going to be a lot easier for me to finish what I wanted to read from my December TBR. So it's going to be a little bit different for January just because I have gotten new books that I've been really eager to read. I started already since, like I said, I finished the Luna Chronicles. I finished Winter, but I have not yet read Stars Above by Marissa Meyer, which is kind of like what's like happened before like everything happened when the series started, which is what I'm assuming. That's what my understanding of the synopsis. So I know that it was in my December TBR, but I have been reading the Lunar Chronicles for like half a year. And it's a really good series. I love it. It's definitely a favorite of mine now. But I feel like I have been reading it for too long. So I also feel like even though it's something that I've been wanting to read, I might wait to finish, at least to read that book anyways, until like a little bit later. So I was thinking I might have it on my TBR, but I have to think about it definitely. If it's not something I read this month, then most likely next month it's what I'll read. And the first book on my January TBR is Talking as Fast as I Can, From Gilmore Girls to Gilmore Girls by Lauren Graham. I've already started it. I'm halfway through. I have less than 100 pages left. So I'm really excited. I'm not gonna lie, I am slightly, just a tad, disappointed with how it came out, but I think that my expectations for it was different, because I was really expecting it to be a lot more about Gilmore Girls, which I know for sure I mentioned in my previous videos that I am totally obsessed with that show. And so I think I was expecting it, like I just said, to be more about Gilmore Girls, and so I was kind of disappointed because it's a little bit about Gilmore Girls, but it's more of like an autobiography, which is fine because, like I said before in my previous videos, I do love Lauren Graham, but I was like slightly disappointed with it. I mean, I'm not done, and it's still good, but it's not what I was expecting, I guess, but it's still good. So, I'm still excited to finish it. Like I said, I have less than 100 pages left. It's definitely a short read, something I could probably read in a couple days, which it has been a couple days, but anyway, I've just kind of been trying to enjoy myself, so I haven't exactly, like, finished it yet. So that's the first book. The second book is, like I mentioned in my December TBR, is Someday Maybe by Lauren Graham. And I know it was in my December TBR. It's also another short book, a little bit longer than Talking as Fast as I Can. And the font is also like smaller in this book than it is in the other one. So it might take me longer. I'm not exactly totally sure yet. So the last book that I have is 13 Reasons Why, which I also mentioned in my December TBR. Which is also another short read. So I'm really wanting to read this one as well. I know I didn't put a lot of books so far for my January TBR, but it's because I think that I was really disappointed with my list that I had for December, because I only ended up reading one book. But like I said, I think because I'm reading short books, standalones, and I'm also like not going to be as busy because it's the New Year's and everyone's getting back into their routines and stuff, that I think I will be okay as far as that. Maybe if I'm lucky, and I hopefully will be, I'll be able to finish it. All the books that I wanted to read this month. So we'll see how it works out. Okay, so that's all I really have for this video today. I really was hoping I would be able to do my review for the Lunar Chronicles. I had yesterday off, which yesterday was Wednesday and today's Thursday, so today off as well. But yesterday I was like pretty much lazy all day because I did not sleep that well the night before, so I was extremely tired and just didn't really want to do anything. I pretty much almost pulled an all-nighter. I slept for like maybe an hour, probably 2 if I was lucky, but I'm not exactly sure how much I slept. I just know I didn't sleep a lot. So yesterday I didn't do anything because I did want to film this video and do and my review video for the Lunar Chronicles and post both of them this week. But like I said, I was too tired to do anything yesterday, so I didn't. So that will definitely be up next week for sure. The other thing I wanted to mention is that I made a Goodreads account. I have not been messing a lot with YouTube unless I'm watching my video, not my videos, but posting my videos or watching other videos. So I need to figure out how to link that below. Otherwise, if you guys could, I will try to post it, and you guys could go follow me on my Goodreads account. I will be trying to post a lot more now that the holidays are over, not just on Goodreads, but also on my Twitter and Instagram, which I will also post down below. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please like it, and if you guys haven't subscribed, then please subscribe. And if I talk too fast, please let me know. Just comment them in the comments below, just to let me know if I'm talking too fast, because I do feel like I do talk too fast, but I'm not sure if I do. So just let me know. Well, thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.